Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the powers vested in me as Acting Vice Chancellor and Principal, I hereby declare that this congregation of the Valley University of Technology is duly constituted for diplomas and degrees to be conferred to those students whose names appear on the program.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a congregation, you are invited to observe a moment of prayer before we commence with the official program. Dear Almighty, the Omniscient One, we come before you with all humility to serve you and your people. Please guide us in everything that we say and do. Bless each and every one of us, and bless our institution. Inspire us to strive for that which is good, and not to be self-seeking and serve our own interests. But let everything be done to your glory, so that the fruit of our labor may endure for peace and goodwill towards all mankind. We ask this in your name. Amen. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Valley University of Technology at Vanderbilt Park campus. Acting Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to welcome you as a congregation gathered here today to witness and celebrate the achievements of our students at VUT on this momentous occasion. A special word of welcome to our distinguished guests, members of staff, families and friends. To all diplomats and graduates, welcome to this long-awaited day. May it be everything you hoped for. Acting Vice Chancellor, it is my honor to present to you candidates of the Faculty of Engineering of the Valley University of Technology, whose names appear on the program for receiving the diplomas and degrees. National Diploma in Civil Engineering, Marufu P.T. National Diploma in Engineering Computer Systems, Masoso M.A. Ohobo SR. Motlung SA. Motuswe T. Ngono F. Ahaler Twe T. Wamba DL. Mapu Id C. Kuna VT. Missiona WA. Kumalo M. Sefoli JB. Shongo OC. Tembo FD S. Chikuna DN. Monta, oh, this is National Diploma in Electrical Engineering. Monta MG cum laude. Adelaja AO. Alibe G. Faka sana D. C. Charlie A. Tauke MW. Samo KV. Fumuni DL. Gabeni K. Gamat TP. Gasap PE. Klungwane TP. Klungwane N. Kilwe O. Hama BK. Kanyago M. Kani SLP. Kumalo BZ. Kupari LL. Kibwe C. Kumalo T. Kwang O. Lepesa MP. Deshabane ME. Lehokapwe DI. Lukeli DGW. Mabila P. Mabuduga RP. Madima L. Nagudulela SR. Magwaza SS. Matlake JM. Waslakwane TB. Makubele NJ. Makusu VD. Makutu LC. Makuya V. Malache L. Mamwepa MU. Manyama K. Makwache M. Maselesele TA. Mashita SV. Matabane NL. Mativa D. N. Matonsi L. Mavose JS. Bamba TMB. Naslanga LN. Mope C. Ngome Zulu SG. Munguni ER. Moja GM. Mushlala LM. Moja RG. Monye G. Mosito KE. Motown FJ. Motloon. Motloon NS. Moswaswe V. Munyukwi N. Nebuzvadi VV. Gobase JB. Motlentwa LA. Nkumane N. Natlaba FT. Sane PP. Nukeri V. Nyelele M. Pulsar P. Pala TM. Play N. Pizza TD. Projector WJ. Puna M. Hodebe SJ. Ramabulana RD. Senyati FM. Serare MK. Setela S. Shabalala PD. Shabalala RP. Shange MJ. Sibande L. Sibilwane MP. Sibongani RG. Similane KE. Tenga MP. Tenjuayo SS. Sedu AO. Chabalala T. Chando LV. Chikobele G. Vilakasi LF. Yena besi LP. National Diploma in Computer Systems Engineering, COSA NM. Baccalaureus Technologia in Civil Engineering Transportation, Zondo MJ. Baccalaureus Technologia in Civil Engineering Urban, Gentile P. Baccalaureus Technologia in Industrial Engineering, Toswa F. Vuso M. Hulwa CS. Baccalaureus Technologia in Metallurgical Engineering, Gonya X. Baccalaureus Technologia in Computer Systems Engineering, Tlalale LR. Nar Alumu V. Della LM. Nkoko RP. Baccalaureus Technologia in Electrical Engineering. Lamprecht LB cum laude. Naha W.S. cum laude. Abizu G.O. Aaron J.T. Aaron RT. Balambala JS. Banza MJ. Bembe BE. Butelezi NP. Chitambo T. Kosie R. Hansen T. Kabongo BH. Kakese K. Kalula NJ. Kekana IA. Kumalo ML. Combo FJ. Krause J. Kubu SS. Kumalo S. Lebota TJ. Lahuto MR. Nuruli MG. Yanda MJ. Mabasa D. Mabena ZJ. Machuchwa BP. Madike PE. Madonsela WB. Mashlangu MM. Makambeni KM. Mamencha LJ. Managa A. Mashau BM. Masego G. Matamela TC. Matibela M. Matroche LJ. Matose S. Mabu Oleko CNK. Bata XS. Mkonza WC. Nisi NWH. Modise KNR. Mokoana TJ. Moholo MP. Molo J. Mutlachodi KTL. Masiri BS. Moyo M. Okala K. Mujariwa GD. Mlobo KE. Naikar B. Nzukulu Kula WG. Nachizarti MI. Nebusenga D. Radebe IT. Sebotoma KF. Sekukune MN. Shelby. Shelby MM. Clady MP. Okay, thank you. Van Tonder HL. Magister Technologia in Electrical Engineering. The dissertation topic was quantifying the impact of power factor correction from medium voltage distribution system. The supervisor was Professor D.V. Nicolai. The co-supervisor was Dr. Jansen van Rensburg. Dlamini M.F. cum laude. Thank you. Acting Vice Chancellor, I hereby request that you confer the diplomas and degrees in absentia on those students whose names appear on the program but could not be present today.
I hereby do confer the diplomas and graduates whose names appear on the program but could not be present at this congregation.
I thank you, Acting Vice Chancellor. Vice Chancellor's Awards. Vice Chancellor's Awards. These awards are given to students who obtain the highest average in their faculty for either the national diploma, postgraduate diploma, baccalaureate technologia, or magister technologia. National diploma, Moncha M.G. Again, another Vice Chancellor's Awards from Electrical Engineering, Magister Technologia, Dlamini M.F. I thank you, Acting Vice Chancellor.
What a wonderful choir, ladies and gentlemen. Can we give them another big round of applause? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My task is very simple. I've been instructed by the acting Vice Principal, Professor Zimbo, just to acknowledge all the people who have come to witness this auspicious occasion today. First and foremost, I would like to start with our choir, wonderful choir. You've heard, you've witnessed it. This is the choir that we are proud of. This is the choir that is our brand at VUT. This is the choir that has got the vision. This is the choir that is in our hearts. Let's give them another big round of applause. Normally a choir will be led by a conductor, or you call it a choir master. This one, our very own, is led by Mr. Vumile Nonyama. I would like Mr. Vumile Nonyama to please just stand up so that they can see. Thank you very much, Vumile. Colleagues, if the Vice Chancellor, Professor Zida, was here, he would have said what I'm going to say. That our choir is about to cut a CD. This CD will be actually be sold out there. You'll see, we'll publicize on the website, on our social media. The price of that CD will be just a little less than 500 rand. That is to support the choir itself, to support the members of the choir who are needy, as well as to support our own students who are still in the pipeline, who are very needy. So please, ladies and gentlemen, once the CD is out, please support them. Thank you. I would like to acknowledge the very most important people here in this room, which are parents, our parents. Without our parents, we wouldn't have actually witnessed what we are witnessing today. I want to acknowledge the parents on behalf of the university itself, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor who could not be here this afternoon, but was here during the day, on behalf of the acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Zimbo, who is here. These are your fruits. These are your results of hard labor. These are the results of what you went through, praying, saving that money to see this day today. I want you to please give the parents a big round of applause. I want also to acknowledge spouses. You would agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, if I say our graduands and diplomands here have got wives as well as husbands who are amongst us. I want to thank the spouses for supporting your partners. Let's give them another big round of applause. I'll also be doing a mistake if I don't acknowledge grandparents who are here with us today. I can see quite a few here in front, sitting to witness this day. They've been waiting long for this day. So I want to acknowledge them and say thank you for guiding your spiritual guidance to support your granddaughters, your grandsons. Today is your day. Let's give them a big round of applause. We've got also in our presence today our council members who are here today. I want to thank them. We've got also amongst us here our SFC representative, especially Mr. Masangwanyi. Mr. Masangwanyi, please just stand up so that I can see you. Mr. Musawai is one of our student representatives. I see today he is wearing a gown, he looks very smart out of those jeans. But when we are behind the scenes, when we negotiate with SRC, they are not really in those gowns. It's very hot. But thank you, Mr. Sawai, for coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, the most important people who are the drivers of this event today is none other than the Executive Dean, Professor Ndege, who is the Executive of the Faculty of Engineering. I want him to stand up so that we can please acknowledge him. Professor Ndege leads a team of I'm losing the word now, of crafted academics as well as HODs. I would like all the HODs as well as academics to stand up so that we can really give them a big round of applause for the excellent work that they've done to produce such graduates and diplomas. Please stand up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. I want also to acknowledge my colleagues who are in management, that we work together to make sure that this institution is successful. I want to start first with the Chief Financial Officer, who is looking after the monies of this university. May you please stand up, CFO Mr. Laspitia. And also I want to acknowledge my colleagues on the other hand, the Deputy Registrar as well as the Senior Deputy Registrar, Mr. George Mofokeng, as well as Mrs. Zingwa. Please stand up for a big round of applause. Colleagues, these are the people who make sure that when you on the first day of registration, they take care of you. Look after your marks, look after your progress, everything up until such time they give acknowledgement that yes, you have actually met all the requirements. So these are the people who are behind the scenes working to make sure that on this day they see you go through this stage. I want also to acknowledge the PR team, public relations team, which has actually worked behind the scenes to make sure that all the logistics are in place for us to have this event as successful as it is today. This team is led by Ms. Palesa. Can we give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? There is also what is called here a graduation team, which looks at the graduation logistics, the seating arrangements, the tents, the cameras, everything. That team is led by Ms. Kidi Moketsi, as well as Mr. George Mofokeng. Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Amongst us here, we've got members of the media, business community, our donors, as well as sponsors. I acknowledge you. Thank you very much. And then last, I would like to acknowledge our acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Peter Zimbo. Professor Peter Zimbo is really passionate about academic issues and research. I'm sure as he's seated here, you've made his day. That's what he always says when we are having management meetings. He always protects students. He always fights for students. Even if there's one projector that wasn't working, but we'll hear from top there when we have management meetings that a certain projector, ladies and gentlemen, they fix it before we start this meeting. So he's very passionate. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you very much, Acting Vice Chancellor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mike Boni. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very good afternoon. I know we are all tired, so I'm going to make my remarks very brief. The purpose of these remarks is really to give myself, to give my colleagues, the academics, to give the institution the last opportunity to say a word of advice to the graduates and the diplomands. We know they are now going out there into the world of work, although you saw me whispering to a few of them, and what I was saying to them is that we want you to come back. We want you to come back and do your master's degree, and we want you to come back eventually to get your DTech so that you can get a red gown, not a black gown, and not a blue gown. So that's what I was whispering to them. My message this afternoon to the graduands and the diplomands is really to say to you, we gave you the skills, we gave you the knowledge, we gave you the competencies, we gave you the attitudes. Our expectation is not for you to go out there and say, I beg to apply for a job. Our expectation is for you to go out there and create new opportunities for yourself, for other people, for your societies, for your localities, and for the nation as a whole. So this is the message. So what I'm trying to do is to give you a few notes. If I was in a lecture theater, I would say, take out your notebooks, your pens, and your pencils and take notes. But I won't say that this afternoon. These are just notes for you to assist you to think about creating new architectures of possibilities that are out there in our environment. I'll be the last person to shake your hand if you say to me, life is impossible, life is difficult, life is undoable. There are so many possibilities there. So my comments are about how you create those new architectures, those architectures for possibilities, so that you can move on, so that you can move yourself, so that you can move your locality, so that you can move your society, so that you can move this nation forward. So that's the essence of what I'm going to talk to you right now. The current situation in South Africa demands that we craft new conceptions and the directions of professionalism. You are now a professional. You are no longer a student. You are a professional. So that you can craft these within ourselves and in key sectors of our society that affect us as individuals, that affect us as a nation, and that affect us as a people. The focus in our developmental state is obviously on working together in creating a nation of entrepreneurs and professionals that are committed to the genuine upliftment of our people. The focus is on an entrepreneurial spirit. The focus is for you to move out of the comfort zone so that you are entrepreneurially uncomfortable with the current situation. You have to be uncomfortable with where you are. You have to be uncomfortable with where your society is. You have to be uncomfortable with where the nation is today. This is why I say you have to be entrepreneurially uncomfortable, so that every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, and throughout the 365 days of the year, what you are thinking about is how to create employment, how to generate wealth, so that we all move forward, but not to say, I'm going to look for a job. Therefore, I think that what we need is to focus, among other things, on changing our mindsets so that we can create that new architecture of imagining possibilities for a creative professionalism and a way of uplifting our current situation and our society that is future-oriented and geared towards solving problems that affect us today and in the future. You must be future-oriented. Don't think about the past. The past is gone. You have to think of where you are going as an individual so that you can help all of us to think about where we are going as a society and how we can create wealth and how we can create new possibilities for the future. I also do not think that we can be a China, or we can be an India, or a Brazil overnight. But we must start somewhere, and you are the people that must help us to start somewhere. To do this, therefore, we need to think and act creatively. This is my interpretation of developing architectures of new possibilities. In other words, to think creatively, so that we can begin to think and act imaginatively in a manner that helps us to build new possibilities in our lives, our cultures, our economy, our politics, and the development of our country in a very significant and fundamental manner. In other words, I'm saying to you, my message to you, you help us transform this society. You help us transform this nation. You may say, what is transformation? If you go back to your high school biology, you remember something starts from an egg, becomes a worm, becomes a pupa, and then eventually becomes a butterfly. That is transformation. That is what I mean. Most of you are engineers. Some of you are even civil engineers. My heart bleeds every Sunday when I go to church in Sharpeville. And when I drive through those houses still have asbestos roofs. If you go to where I go to church in Sharpeville, you pass through a very big heap of rubbish, and there are little boys and little girls playing there. So what is the meaning of your education as an engineer? If that education is meaningful, it must translate into changing the lives of people in Sharpeville. It must translate into changing the lives of the people in our society. It must translate into changing the lives of the people in our nation, and obviously on the continent. For me, that's transformation at its best. I find myself asking you a number of questions. And these questions go to the center of what I mean by transformation. How can we reject and stretch current paradigms? How can we reject and stretch current friends? How can we reject and stretch current models of reconstructing ourselves, of reconstructing our inner selves, of reconstructing our souls, of reconstructing our mindsets, so that we can move this society forward? How do we generate new ideas and explore more creative ways of reconstructing ourselves, our families, our economy, our culture, our society, and even our nation? How can we develop insights into new productive and profitable ways of doing business? Productive and profitable ways of doing business. The Vice Chancellor, when he spoke this morning, and I hope you don't go that route and become entrepreneurs and take part into the Guptarization of this society. What we are saying to you is you go out there and create wealth. And as Edward de Bono asks us, how do we move from vertical thinking to lateral thinking? Or a combination of both in terms of generating solutions and challenging the way we do business literally on a daily basis, especially in our industry, in our agriculture, in our civil society, and even in the political sphere, especially in building a robust developmental state. These questions lead me to develop what I'm referring to as architectures of new possibilities. As far as creativity is concerned, such questions cannot be answered very easily. To attempt to resolve barriers to resourcefulness, it may be instructive to interrogate what Van Ock regards as the main roles of individuals and groups that are essential for developing, for selecting, and for implementing creative solutions to problems facing us as a nation. In life, and even as you leave this hall, do you see yourself as an explorer or an artist? as far as life is concerned, and as far as creating new possibilities for everybody is concerned. My suggestion is that when you go home today, try to see how you can use these concepts, adapted from Oman and Elshman, to begin to adapt new areas of professionalism that help you to create new architectures of possibilities in terms of finding solutions and hope. Yes, and finding hope in our society as part of the contribution we make to this nation and our people. So I'm just going to give you a few. What I mean by an explorer. And an explorer is an individual who seeks information from various sources. When you go to a shopping mall, do you just walk around like a zombie? Or do you observe how others have turned ideas into businesses that generate income and create employment? When you came here today, what did you observe from the road builders that spared your imagination? What spared your imagination when you came here? An explorer is always on the prowl, like a lion, and look out for new ideas and continually asks questions on how we can improve our societies and even ourselves. Such people are not stuck on negative traditions. They think deeply and always see new possibilities because they challenge tradition and taken for granted ideas. They have the vision, they have the skills and inner resourcefulness needed to form networks beyond the locality, beyond the township, and beyond the home base. What separates them from all of us is that they can create a pathfinding mission for themselves first and then for others. You may know one or two people like this. They compete on the edge of chaos and are focused on the future. One of the biggest attributes of such people is that they learn from their failures to craft new possibilities for today, for tomorrow, and for the future. As leaders and professionals, you must adopt structured approaches to manage and to respond to ambiguity and uncertainty in very imaginative and bold ways. To conclude, I would like to suggest that we ask ourselves several questions that I think are critical in developing new architectures of possibilities that help to set a new scene and a trajectory, a way of thinking forward for us as new graduates and diplomates. Are we able to envision a future from the present we inherited or are living in? When God calls you one day, when he says, I put you on earth, what do you do? What did you do? What is your question? And what is your answer? Number two, do we have the personal character and morality, especially in terms of analytical thinking and habits, that is essential in solving our difficulties as a nation and as a people? Number three, how can we be self-directed so that we are involved in a search and in a quest for new ideas and a proper future so that we are in a constant pursuit of new possibilities? That's what I mean by being entrepreneurially uncomfortable, the quest for new ideas. How can we expand our growth envelope and create our context to develop new possibilities in life for us, our families, our societies, and our nation? How do we succeed in an uncertain world? By building internal and collective guidance systems, inner systems that can help us to explore our world by challenging the status quo and testing our assumptions. For me, these are very critical questions as you go out into that world. In closing, what then is creativity? Here I quote Arthur Koestler, who teaches us that every creative act involves a new innocence of perception, liberated from the cataract of accepted belief. In other words, we leave tradition and we move forward. With these few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you well and hope that you continue to live in the zone of possibilities by amplifying your human potential, encouraging creativity, encouraging regenerative thinking, and encouraging openness to multiple possibilities, personal transformation, self-reliance, and independence as true engineers. Always remember that when you cease to dream, you cease to live. Because the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. I thank you and congratulations. I now request the congregation to rise and remain standing so that we can sing the national anthem. Of the powers vested in me as acting Vice Chancellor and Principal, I now dissolve this congregation of the Value University of Technology. Please remain standing while we move out. Thank you.